Hey guys, I am Tyler with Secure Team. Thank you for stopping by. Today we have some astounding new information regarding radio signals that have been confirmed by a seasoned ham radio operator living off of the Malibu coast that have been coming from this mystery base that is right off of the Malibu coast underneath the ocean. Now this underwater base, or UFO, is literally right off of the coast from where this ham operator's home is located. Now the 93-year-old radio hobbyist that goes by the name of Emmett has more than enough know-how and background in radio technology and seems very certain that the 12-meter band signals that he's been recording are without a doubt coming from this area underneath the ocean where this base or object is located. Now the radio operator, who is an acquaintance of Robert Stanley, who is the editor of UnisysMagazine.com, got in touch with the website owner and told him that he has known about this underwater base for over 10 years now, and not only that, but that it's actually not a base at all, but a giant ship of some kind that has been parked underneath the ocean for an undetermined amount of time. Now we have two audio recordings that we will play for you in a moment that reveal the actual 12-meter band signals that this man recorded coming from the location under the water, as well as a recording from the man himself describing his credentials and operating radio equipment and what his thoughts are on the mysterious object. So stay tuned in just a moment for that. Now, there is no doubt in our minds that the U.S. military has known about this base, and there are in fact rumors that the U.S. military has been using ancient lava tubes on the California coast, including Malibu, to travel via mini-subs to underground military bases in and around the Mojave Desert. Now, it is very important to also understand that this underwater, mound-shaped platform is directly in line with the megalithic monuments of Malibu. So get on Google and look those up for some more information. So right now, we're going to go ahead and play you the recordings of the actual ham radio operator who captured these signals, followed by the signals themselves.
Hello, Robert. This is Emmett, and here is a CD I promised to send to you. Today is the 4th of August, 2014. These sounds arrived when I was operating ham radio. About every other day I'd contact my friends in New Zealand and Australia on 12 meters. So around the 12-meter band I came across these signals every 54 kilocycles. And the amazing thing about them is that the signals were steady as a rock, just as if they were next door. They're being transmitted from next door. This is so unusual for the 12-meter band, in that the 12-meter band is very much affected by the propagation. In the daytime, you can go a long distance, as it skips nicely across the Pacific to New Zealand and wherever you wish, Hawaii and such. But come evening time, it's a different story. So the signal had to be extremely close. And the amazing thing was that I found out how close the signal to my property was, because I had at that time a portable ICOM, a 935, in my four-wheel drive Scout vehicle with a very good antenna on it, quite a tall antenna. And it was set up nicely for the shortwave amateur bands, and I would go park on the Coast Highway and talk to my friends in the South Pacific without any difficulty, without much problem. So when I drove the vehicle, we'll say 50 to 100 feet away from my property, the sound would stop. And the sound was very strong. On the S meters, I had two ICOMs in the house. I still have them. One of them cost close to $4,000, not a cheap set. And it has a wonderful S meter on it. It gives a very accurate reading of signal strength of the signals coming in. And the signal strength would not, I repeat, not vary. It was steady day and night. Didn't matter what time I checked it. And it was running 24 hours a day, 24/7. So this intrigued me very much, and I would go on either side of the property that was available to drive away from, and no signal. I had a friend at that time, he passed away since then, that lived high up on a hill above Trancas, way up at the top. And he had a $12,000 beam antenna. He had a lot of money. He had his own private airplane, too. And with his big beam antenna, he would contact people in South Africa at 12 meters. But he could not hear my signal, the signal that I was hearing every 54 kilocycles around the 12-meter band, outside of it there. And he was amazed. I checked with a friend in Oxnard, same thing. No signal up there at all. They said, oh, well, it couldn't be the same signal strength day and night. They said, I don't believe you. So, but that's the way it was. So this is what's on the tape. And I have been a radio amateur since 1938. I used to build my own transmitters and antennas and all that, of course. Have down through the years. I'm 93 years old now. Still active, still sharp, but I'm not active with amateur radio. I have the equipment, but I'm too busy with my writings and the poetry and such. But these signals are important and interesting, and you can listen to them. But I checked with people outside my property, radio amateurs, and no one heard the signal. No one heard it. It was only around my property. Now this supposed underwater, submarine base or UFO base is right offshore from my house, offshore, right directly. And if they enlarged the picture, they could probably see my house from the picture that was on the web there. But the background of the coast highway and the shoreline is very small in the picture, so it couldn't be seen. But that's where I'm located. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm hearing something from underneath or whatever. It's being reflected through the earth or something. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. I don't have any qualifications in that area. But I do have the background in electronics. I was a first-class tech in charge of 100 kW LORAN stations in the Pacific, more than one, and different islands. We were on some atolls that didn't even have palm trees on them. And we had to provide our own power, and even our own water. We had to distill our own water, too, on some of those stations. But I've worked with radio, and I had a third-class commercial when I was 19 years old. So I have worked with radio, and I have a background to be able to say what I've said. So that's it, and we'll say goodbye for now, Robert, and wish you the best, okay? And God's blessings. Very strong signal.
Well, there you have it, guys. This is an amazing new revelation, and in our minds, whatever this object may be, it doesn't look right. And I don't buy for a second the notion that these are simple cliffs or pixelation in Google Earth, as some have stated. There is something down there, and there has been a massive amount of UFO sightings directly in this exact location in the ocean right off of Malibu, with sightings of UFOs blasting up out of the water, shooting into space, and back down again. So you guys be the judge. Stay with us here at Secure Team for updates to this unfolding story, and be sure to share and subscribe, because when it comes to UFO and alien related research, you won't find a more dedicated channel. I am Tyler with Secure Team. You guys have a great day.